Dell's stock performance is analyzed, examining its potential to benefit from the burgeoning PC gaming market. A comprehensive overview of Dell's gaming-focused products and their market share is provided, highlighting key factors influencing future growth prospects. It has been quite some time since I've done one of these type of videos, and it is one that is very much requested by the community. And today, we are talking about Dell. But before we get into it, I want to say thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for watching this content. We do hope that you enjoy what we have. And if you could just take a moment to hit that like button down below and maybe consider subscribing so that you can help us in reaching our goal of 1 million subscribers by the end of this year. That would be huge and something that would mean the world to us here at the channel. So thank you so much. So, Dell Technologies is a technology company based out of Round Rock, Texas, and is one of the biggest PC manufacturers in the world. They also own a number of other brands, including Alienware, XPS, Latitude, Optiplex, Precision, and a couple of others, which we will talk about in a minute. Dell was founded by Michael Dell in 1984 and went public 3 years later. Dell was one of the first companies to popularize direct sales to consumers, where they would sell their computers directly rather than going through third-party retailers. And when I was a kid growing up in the early 2000s, Dell was literally everywhere. If you were lucky enough to live near a Dell outlet store, you would always hear about it at school. Those stores aren't around anymore, but I still remember those big blue signs. In fact, there was one by my house. So let's start with the good stuff. What do I like about Dell? Well, their business PCs. Specifically, their Latitude and Optiplex lines are considered by many people to be the best business PCs that you can buy because they are reliable, they are secure, and they offer great build quality. The Optiplex line has also been featured heavily on the channel before because of how easily they can be upgraded and tinkered with. But not only are Dell's business PC as great, their consumer-facing XPS lineup is also really good. These are typically very premium devices that rival or even surpass offerings from Apple. Their latest 30 and 15 laptops have gotten rave reviews, and the XPS desktop is definitely something that should be on your radar if you're looking for a powerful desktop computer with an elegant design. And that's kind of what Dell does best. They make products that are designed to last and are built really well. You unsee many plastic components on their machines. And it is not uncommon for someone to have an old Dell machine from 10 years ago and still use it today because they simply built it so well. That's why you see a lot of Dell PCs on eBay still today, because people just do and throw them away. The second thing that I like about Dell is their variety of products. Like I mentioned earlier, they own a bunch of different brands and also sell a bunch of different products. Not only do they sell computers and monitors, but they also sell servers, storage, networking equipment, software, and even some mobile phones. In fact, Dell is the world's third largest mobile phone manufacturer, right behind Samsung and Apple. Although you probably wouldn't know about it because they only sell their phones in certain markets, and most of their phones run Google's Android operating system. The third thing that I like about Dell is their commitment to sustainability. Dell was one of the first companies to start taking e-waste seriously, and they were one of the first companies to start offering recycling programs for their products. They also use recycled materials in their packaging whenever possible, and they've set goals to reduce their carbon footprint. Now, let's move on to the bad stuff. What don't I like about Dell? Well, their consumer-facing laptops, specifically their Inspiron line, are considered by many to be pretty low quality and to be disposable after a couple of years. Now, I will say that Dell is aware of this, and that is why they have their XPS line, which is higher end. However, because of marketing, most people just think of Dell as making cheap laptops, and it makes me sad because they actually do make premium laptops. It is just that most of their product lineup is focused towards the budget market, because that is where the volume is. Another thing that I don't like about Dell is their Alienware line. Now, I'm sure that some of you guys are disagree with me here because Alienware is a super popular brand. However, I personally feel like Alienware doesn't really bring anything to the table. All they do is slap a skin on an otherwise normal Dell computer and then charge a lot more for it. And I'm not even talking about their high-end stuff. Their high-end stuff is actually really good. It's just their lower-end stuff that is honestly just garbage. For example, their entry-level gaming laptop. The X14 is essentially just a Dell G15 with an Alienware skin, and yet it costs hundreds of dollars more. And that just doesn't sit right with me. Now, I will admit that they are owned by Dell, and yes, they do have some unique designs, but it just feels like they're ripping people off by charging so much more for their products. And the last thing that I do unlike about Dell is that they do unsell smartphones in the United States. Yes, I know that they're the third largest smartphone manufacturer in the world, but you would never know it because they don't sell any of their phones here. This might change in the future, but for now it means that most people in the US don't have access to their products. So overall, I think Dell is a good company that makes good products. I think they're known for their reliability and their build quality, but I think they get a bad rap because of their cheaper products. But what do you guys think about Dell? Let me know down below. Do you like them? Do you dislike them? Are you indifferent? Have you ever bought a Dell product? How was the experience? Let me know down below because I always love hearing what you guys have to say. Alright, so now it is time for the rapid fire round where I quickly go over some frequently asked questions that I got about Dell. So is Dell a good company to work for? Yes. Dell is considered to be a pretty good company to work for. They offer competitive salaries and benefits, and they have a positive work environment. In fact, they've even named one of the best places to work in the US multiple times by different organizations. Is Dell a good stock to buy? Honestly, I'm not really sure. I'm not really a big stock person. My whole philosophy is that I just do only invest in things that I do want to understand, and the stock market to me is one of those things. So I don't really know. Some people say it's a good stock to buy. Some people say it isn't. I guess it just depends on what you think. What's the difference between Dell and Dell Technologies? Well, Dell Technologies is the parent company of Dell, and it owns a bunch of other brands like XP, X, etc. Basically, if you're buying a product, you're buying a Dell product. But Dell Technologies is the overarching parent company that owns all of those brands. Where is Dell located? Well, their headquarters is located in Round Rock, Texas, but they have offices all over the world. In fact, they're one of the most globalized companies in the world, with employees in over 180 countries. When was Dell founded? Dell was founded in 1984 by Michael Dell. Who are Dell's main competitors? Dell's main competitors are HP, Lenovo, Acer, and Apple. Alright, that's gonna do it for this video. Again, thank you for watching, and as always, I hope that you learned something.